Okay, what am I up to today? I am making little gift boxes. Aren't they cute? I'm using National Geographic, and I don't know if you saw my video a while back, but I used Citrusol on it, and it makes some really cool looking images. So today I am wrapping some gift boxes. I had someone gift me some little boxes they didn't need, and I wrapped them with some of this art, and it's kind of cool. Like, I think it's got some really cool dimension to it. This one, it had like an image popping out at me, some mountains, so I kind of outlined it just to see what that would look like. And then some of the pages had some really cool pieces of art that I didn't put Citrusol on. I just really liked it. This was like microscopic images, and I thought, well, that's kind of cool. So here's a couple that I wrapped just because I thought it was neat. I used one of my own Citrusol on the bottom, but I think I might today use some of these too. But what I've picked out and I really want to use is this, because I love how it made a mess of it, but that you can still see the animals. Same here. You can see the little fishies. So I think we're going to make some of those. And then, excuse me, I might go through the National Geographic and see if there's any other pieces of art. Like, I don't know, like how cute. You know, you can take anything if you don't do the Citrusol. Take your little lid here and be like, what a cute little image that could be on the top of your gift box. So I don't know. We're going to play around with these today and see what we come up with. Okay, what you're going to need. You probably don't have Citrusol papers, but if you do, hey, grab those. If not, grab a magazine, grab a National Geographic, something that you can use, you know, pictures or art from. Maybe you even have some old pieces of art that you've created yourself. You're probably going to want it to be pretty thin pieces of paper, nothing too thick, because it's not going to be easy to cut and fold. You're going to want some Mod Podge or something similar to it that's going to be able to glue easily. I use an X-Acto knife. This is for my Mod Podge. Some water to clean my brush. Some little gift boxes. And something with like a ruler or something with a straight edge for you. And then of course your coffee or your tea, right? You're going to need that. So first I'm going to start with my picture I've decided I want to use. And I'm probably going to go with a bigger lid, bigger box here, so I can try to capture as much as I can. I really want to get this guy and maybe as much of that as I can. Plus I'm going to have to leave enough edging over here to fold it over. So let's do probably almost about right in there. Okay. And then we're going to take the straight edge and just going to give it enough where I can fold it over, like I said. So okay, so now I'm just going to flip this over, and I'm going to take the Mod Podge. I'm going to brush it on top of the lid instead of this. Okay, and you don't want to go too heavy with it or you're going to end up with like some ripples in your paper because it's so thin, but want to make sure you do get everything covered so you don't have any bubbles. So I'm going to do it kind of quickly, and then I'm just going to go ahead and center it right in here. Okay, push that down, and then you can flip it over and really just make sure that you don't have any bubbles or creases. And there you can kind of see where the image ended up laying. And then you're going to cut your corners off so that you can fold them in easily. So I just kind of lay that up against there. And here. Okay, so now we have all of those done. We can take our Mod Podge and just go off your edges all the way. And then I just like to bend it over. Doop. Give it a nice little rub and then push this down like that. Okay, here we go. Look at that, how cute is he? All right, so then I do like to take a little Mod Podge and put it on all of the insides of this, just to secure it, because whoever's using this box is going to be taking the lid on and off, and you don't want that paper to come undone. So the more you can seal it, the better. I'm just using that to press that down so there's no bubbles there. Okay, there we go, and there is our lid. Now we can decide, do we want to give it a bottom or do we want to just leave it white? Sometimes I like the contrast of just doing white and making the lid. And in this case, I think I'm going to leave it. I think we're just going to let that dry. I'm seeing a little bit of my paper bubbling right there, so I just want to make sure that I get that secured. I might just take my finger and rub that down. And actually, that reminds me, let's go ahead and do all of those corners. If you did it pretty good with your lines, they'll match up pretty good. But sometimes there's a little bit of extra paper there and you might want to just take your finger over it, rub that down so there doesn't have any openings for tearing or coming apart. So these could be, you know, super fun. You could get really colorful with your magazine or whatever images that you're using, and just have a little fun making some really cool boxes. Okay, let's let that one dry and make our next one. Okay, this one I really like the fishies and the turtles. So my boxes are getting small. I used all my big boxes already, so maybe we can do these little ones. I like the black bottoms. Probably won't need to cover those either. And I love that I have these turtles here. So I'm gonna try and grab the turtles, but I also want to get some of that fun Citrusolve images that it did. So I'm probably gonna put that about right there. And then this one, I've got some cute little fishies here with some fun designs. So I think I might try and put that one there. Or actually, it might be fun to go a different direction with this one. So maybe we go like that. Okay, let's go ahead and cut off our pieces. Make sure I have enough to fold over this time. Okay, so flip it over. Let's give it some Mod Podge. Flip that over. Oh, good. Got both of the fishies in there. Cut our edges. go. Okay, and then this is gonna go on the bottom of the black, which again, I think I will keep it that way because I like the contrast. And then I like that we're going that direction with it. I'll let that dry. Now we have our turtles. Okay, grab my lid. This will make a cute little gift set if somebody wanted to do these together. Grab the turtles here at the bottom. Make sure I have enough to fold over here though at the top. So probably need at least that much. All right. Flip her over, pause our top. All right. Look at that. What do we think? Look at these cute little guys. What a cute little gift box set those will be. The 3 that we did today. How cute are those? I like them. I think I've got 2 boxes left and I think I want to go different. So I'm going to look through the National Geographic and see what stands out to me. So let's just kind of look through here. Oh my gosh, the zebras. How cute is that? What about these guys splashing in the water? Yeah. Let's do those. All right, I'm just gonna tear this page out. All right. And I got one more lid, so let's just go ahead and find one more while we're in here. That's pretty. See how cool these would be as a piece of art? I'm just big on recycling and reusing. How cute. I think I'm gonna go with this. I like this different colorful one. Let's do this one and this one. Okay, so really want to capture the front of their heads and the water. So I'm gonna make sure I go about right there. Cute. Paper's a little thicker, but we're gonna try it. Let's do this one. I'm gonna fold him over. Cute. All right, so here's all the lids we did today. This one, little fishies, turtles. We could be going either direction. I like that. And what do we think? How cute are these boxes? I love them. I think we should make more.